Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. In today's video I've got my faves and fails for you for the month of July. So as usual I've been testing makeup and skincare and hair stuff and brushes and doodahs and clothes and this and that. And I have my report for you today on what worked out well and what didn't work out so well. So let's start with what was a real success this month, and that was a makeup combination that I wore in a video a couple of weeks ago. You guys liked it so much. You were all talking about how smooth my skin looked, how great it looked, and so I wanted to share the combo with you today, even though I've already shared it in a whole video that if you want to watch, I'll link it right up here. The foundation that I wore is my L'Oreal True Match, and this is one of my Holy Grail foundations and may become my only Holy Grail pretty soon. But this is a great foundation and it looks so much better than it even does normally with this Revlon primer underneath. This is the Revlon Colorstay Prep and Protect Primer Base. This is a cap that I've taken off a different foundation. This was off of the Ordinary foundation, but you can buy these little pumps on Amazon. I'll link a little pump below. You know, I feel like the texture on my skin is like the bane of my existence, and when all of a sudden you guys start commenting that my skin looks really good, I'm always like, whoa, I gotta, stand up and take notice and figure out what it was. So that's what that was. And speaking of Holy Grail foundations, one of the big fails for this month is concerning my Chanel. I've heard it's getting discontinued, possibly reformulated and then re-released later on. I've looked on the Chanel site, they only have it in one shade. On Nordstrom, they only have it in 2 shades. I did find it at Macy's and Bloomingdale's in all the shades, so I'll link those 2 below. My advice is to stock up now if this is your Holy Grail. I bought 3, so I'll have enough for the foreseeable future, and I'm just so sad that it's getting discontinued, and I hope that the reformulation is pretty much nothing major, but it's always such a disappointment. So that's a sad one. Just looking at all the makeup in front of me, I went much more heavily into drugstore makeup this month, but I do have one, slightly more high-end thing to show you, and that is this palette from MAC. This I got in the Nordstrom sale. I specifically didn't want everything in here to be Nordstrom sale because I know some of you are like, all right, enough with the Nordstrom sale, but it is still going on. It's not going to end until next weekend at the end of the day on Sunday, and there are still some great bargains to be had, especially in beauty. Like if you always wanted the new face, it's $100 off in that sale, so grab that. But I tried this palette in the Nordstrom sale this year, and this is the MAC Warm Palette Eye and Face. It's got 12 pans of eyeshadow, a blush, and a highlighter. And this is the warm palette, and it's not overly warm. I don't like the warm palettes that are all like red and, really just too warm. I'm actually not wearing it today because I already wore this in 2 videos, I think. I did a tutorial with it in one video where I used the colors on this side of the palette, and then I wore it again in another video where I wore the colors on this side of the palette. And I think it's the best priced palette in the Nordstrom sale because there are a lot of palettes that are like $85, $225. I'm like, how is that a sale price? Like this one's $45 for a MAC palette with 12 pans of color and a blush and a highlighter, and they're really, really nice. I thought it was a pretty good bargain, and I love that. I did pick up a new eyeshadow palette from Milani. It's the Bold Obsessions palette. One of my all-time faves from Milani is the Soft and Sultry palette, and this one is beautiful, but it's very, very neutral. But I love the quality on these. I think these palettes rival a higher end palette. So this is kind of how these compare. You can see that this one is just a lot more colorful, a lot more shimmers in that. This one's very neutral. And I'm not that big on color, as you guys know, but I just think that the colors in here are so gorgeous. So today I used this guy on my movable lid, and then this color, oh my gosh, is the most beautiful crease color. It's really kind of light, but it really, really works well. I love it. And then I used a combination of these 2. I dipped my brush kind of back and forth into both and used that at the darker part of the crease. And then I went in with this gorgeous, like, golden brown shimmer here on the center part of my eyelid, and this guy on the inner corner. And I love the eye look that I got with it today, and I've been wearing this, especially the blue and the gray. I love those. You guys know how much I love a gray eyeshadow. So I don't think you can ever go wrong with these Milani palettes, and I think the packaging, they feel expensive. It feels like an expensive palette. And I also grabbed a face palette from CoverGirl, and this is their True Blend Serving Sculpt palette. It's in Bloom Babe, which is the fair light skin tone, so I got the light one. I love this pale shade of bronzer. I just think it's so pretty, and I think it just blends so nicely just for like a subtle little bronzy glow around your hairline. So this is what I'm wearing today. This is the blush, and this is the highlighter, and I think this highlighter is just so pretty because it's like got a little bit of pink in it. It's not glittery, so it's not going to leave glitter all over your face. It just gives the most beautiful subtle highlight. It blends so beautifully. I'm just loving it. I bought it down in Maryland while I was visiting my daughter. I bought a whole mess of makeup while I was down there. Like, we were in Target shopping for bedding because she's moving to a new apartment. She got a new bed. She needed, you know, new stuff for that. So I, of course, stopped in the makeup department and I kind of hauled. Some other things that I hauled in the drugstore haul with my daughter was the lippy I'm wearing. These guys are new from Maybelline. It's their Superstay Ink Crayon, and I got 3 of them. Don't ask me why. I hadn't tried any of them, and I'm like, yeah, I'll buy 3. But I just love the shades. The more mauve-y one is on top, then is the red, and then is the more neutral one, the more nudie one. It's just like a little crayon, and it's sharpened, but it does come with a little sharpener on the other end, kind of like the Marc Jacobs pencil. So it's got the little sharpener so you can sharpen it. You get really good control with the point on this, and I can apply a bright red lip without doing a lip liner, so that saves me a step. The other thing I like about these is that they don't run up into your lip lines. They're not drying feeling on the lips. They feel great. They're really creamy. Like, for something in a crayon form, I usually expect something like that to be a little bit stiffer, but this is really creamy and nice. It's not glossy, but it's not matte either, so because it's not matte, it doesn't make your lips look older and wrinklier or anything. The only foundation I had brought with me on the trip was my Chanel Perfection Lumiere Velvet, and like, we were going on this major hike, and so I wanted to get something to just put on my face to even out my skin tone so that I might look good if we took any pictures on the hike. So I grabbed one of those like color changing tinted moisturizer slash foundation things. My favorite one is the one from L'Oreal. It's the L'Oreal Magic BB. I love that one, but I do find that it comes up a little bit orange on me. So this is one of those things that comes out of the tube white, and it changes color as you rub it in. And what I like about this one is that sometimes the L'Oreal one, I feel like it goes a little bit orangey on me, and I feel like this one is more of a neutral tone. And so I've been liking this Almay one now a little bit better than the L'Oreal one. I always recommend the L'Oreal one to you guys, especially for beginners. Like, if you're a mature beginner and you never have worn makeup before, and all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, oh my god, my nose is so red, or I have an age spot or whatever, and I just need just a little something to even out my skin tone. Something like this is really great because you don't have to deal with sponges or brushes or application or learn how to use makeup. You just slap this on with your fingers. It evens out your skin tone. It's a really nice one to pick for that, or for like those no makeup days. So really enjoying that. The last item from that little haul were a couple of eyeliners. These are from Essence, and these are their Extreme Lasting Eye Pencils. They're 16-hour waterproof. This green one is called Night in the Jungle, and the taupey one is called Rockin' Taupe. So these are really, really pretty eyeliners. I love them. I've been wearing them nonstop since I got them. Here are the shades on that. So the top one is In the Jungle, and the bottom one is Rockin' Taupe. So I'm wearing both of those today. I've got Night in the Jungle on my upper lash line. I've got Rockin' Taupe on my lower lash line. And these are so good. They don't transfer. They don't move. If your eyes are watery, they're not dribbling down your face. I just love these, and they are at such a great price point. All right, so let's transition over to skincare now. I wanted to show you this lotion that is kind of a special purpose lotion for me. It's the It Confidence in a Gel Lotion, Hydra Plumping Skin Transforming Weightless Moisturizer. It really is a weightless moisturizer. It is kind of a clear gel lotion. I mean, it's almost like a serum-y kind of thing, and it's just very watery and very lovely. So for a lighter weight moisturizer for the summer, it's great because it does contain ceramides, and it also has 2 kinds of hyaluronic acid. But you know, I use that CeraVe cream, and that is my favorite and has been for a long time, and that's really where I get my ceramides from. But when I had my neck and chest lasered for the second time, my neck was like on fire for days afterwards, and anything that I put on it from my normal skincare routine really made it like burning and itchy and oh my gosh, so uncomfortable. And I was, you know, down here looking through all my PR samples and I saw this and I was like, well, that's got ceramides in it. Let me give that a try. And it did the trick. Oh my gosh, this was like the only moisturizer that I could use on my neck that whole time that it was healing, because it didn't cause any sensitivity, and that was so nice. So if you have super sensitive skin and you're looking for a really great moisturizer with really great ingredients, that could be something that helps. So that was a fave. Then this thing was kind of in the middle, not a fave or a fail. This was also sent in PR. This is the Sweet Chef Beet and Vitamin A Serum Shot. I think this is such an interesting concept, and I know that this is definitely the direction that skincare is going. Everyone wants things more natural. Everyone's afraid of parabens and all this other stuff. Some of the best skincare ingredients do come from nature. Vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin B. But you can't rub an orange on your face to get the vitamin C. It does have real retinol in it, so that's good. I'm just not sure that the beet is doing anything for me, but I like beets in general. I love them roasted. I love them on my salad. I think the best way to get the nutrients out of things like beets is to eat them. But I didn't find this irritating. I was able to use it on my neck. It was very soothing and I actually kind of liked it, and it's a pretty color. You know, I'm always a sucker for a pretty color. It's such a pretty pink. I mean, it was just so lovely to look at. It was actually nice to use, and I can't say whether it's doing anything for my neck or not. And of course I just had my neck lasered twice, so anything that's going on in my neck is going to be more because of the laser and less because of the beet juice. But you know, I didn't think this was bad if you're looking for something that's more like an all-natural thing. I thought that was all right. So whoever sent that, thanks for sending it along. And moving from the not a fave or a fail beet juice over to something that was a fail for me, you guys have been asking me to try the Good Molecules brand from Beautylish, is it? And I got the Instant Cleansing Balm. And can I tell you, this was a total fail for me. I hated everything about it. The only thing I liked about it was that it came with a little spoon to get the stuff out of there. I used it exactly once, and I've never used it again. It has such a strong fragrance, and ugh, I hate the smell of this. I opened it up and I was like, yeah, I do not even want to use that just to wash my face once, and I know it's going to be on my face for literally a minute and then go down the drain, but I couldn't stand the smell of it. I didn't find that this removed makeup that great. I didn't find that it rinsed away that well. I hated the smell of it. So the first Good Molecules thing that I have tried was an epic fail. But I'd love to hear what Good Molecules products you guys are interested in having me try. A real fave for the last couple of months has been the Colleen Rothschild hairline, and oh my gosh, I tried this stuff once and I was a complete convert, and I've used nothing else on my hair since. When you buy the starter kit, you get a big thing of the conditioner, which I'm still using, but you only get this little trial size of this, and I love them both equally, and I love the smell of both. Talk about like loving some smells and hating others. I love the smell of this. I love it in the shower. I love it when I put this on my hair. The last time I talked about this in a video, someone asked me if I could get a discount code for Colleen Rothschild, and guess what? I asked them for one, and they said sure. So I now have an ongoing 20% discount code for Colleen Rothschild, good on not only the hair products. There are lots of products of hers that I really like, and if you are a skincare fan of hers, then you can use my code on her products. My discount code is FLASHY20, and it's good for 20% off anything on the Colleen Rothschild website, as long as it's not already discounted. The other products of hers that I like a lot are the cleansing balm. That's nice. Also has a lot of fragrance, though for me I prefer a fragrance-free cleansing balm, but if you love it, you could buy it with my discount code. I really like the matcha green tea toner. That stuff is bomb. I've been using that since it came out. And then the other thing that I really like a lot is the Mandelic acid serum. That's her lactic acid serum, and that is a really nice serum as well. So moving on from skincare, I did a little hair coloring experiment this month, and I put 2 temporary gray root cover-up kits to the test on my own head. What I didn't realize is I wasn't really comparing apples to apples, and so I kind of have to apologize to the Clairol company, because I put a temporary hair color against a permanent hair color that you have to mix the two together, like the developer and the color. And this one is just you paint it right on and it's supposed to work. Even though I wasn't comparing apples to apples, it was good to know that this is not what it says it is. Like, it literally says on here that it lasts 10 plus shampoos and blends away gray. It doesn't. It didn't do anything. And like I said, pitting it against this was not fair, but this one kicked its little Patukas right down the road. And away it went. So that is gone. Since then, I've used this like 3 times and I love it, and it's so easy. It's this 2-chamber bottle that anytime you want to color your hair, all you do is press this button and the developer comes out one side and the color comes out the other. You press it into this cap and then you mix it up and you paint it on your hair. So all the measuring and all the guesswork is taken out of it. So literally when your gray hairs pop out and you have that little 1/4 inch of gray right at your part or right at the whatever and you want to cover it, 30 seconds after you walk into your bathroom, you are covering your gray. And it only takes 10 minutes to work. And it covers like crazy. It works, it's permanent, it stays. And I just found this so quick and so easy. I just can't say enough great things about this product. I really love it. All right, so I wanted to show you a brush kit that I got at the Nordstrom sale. And I am really loving these brushes. This is like the perfect starter face set for just about anybody, or the perfect just face set in general. So it has these 4 brushes. I think this brush set was either $30 or $35 in the sale, and the brushes are really soft and really nice, but it's like the perfect face set. Like this one I use for the blush, this one I use for my under eye setting powder and my setting powder, this one I use for my bronzer, and this one I use for my highlighter. And those are literally the only 4 brushes that I need for my face. Then I wanted to show you just this funny thing that I picked up off of Amazon. It's a little eye mask and it's got these beads in it, and what you do with this is you put it in the microwave for 20 seconds and then you lay it on your eyes and you sit down for 10 minutes. This is specifically to help with dry eyes. The heat from it is supposed to help to unclog your tear ducts and your, I guess they're like little oil glands right along the inner edge of our lower lid, and that's kind of what keeps our eyes hydrated. And I feel like I've noticed a difference in the comfort I have wearing my contact lenses just since I've started using this, and I've only been using it for like a week, and I feel like my eyes are so much more comfortable now. So anyway, I'll put that in my Amazon shop as well, and I'll link it below. All right, you guys, moving on to clothes, fashion, accessories. I got a weird one for you today that I've never had in Faves and Fails before, and that is 2 pairs of sunglasses. I mean, why not? It's summer. We are all wearing sunglasses. So I decided to splurge and get myself a new nice pair of designer glasses. These are Tory Birch sunglasses. I tried them on. I love them. I was like, oh my gosh, these are beautiful. The frames fit my face so well. I love how they look. Gonna prevent a whole mess of wrinkles later. These are the most uncomfortable sunglasses on the planet. They are so heavy. I'm like, why do these things weigh 10 pounds? And they have like just the standard little nose pads, but oh my God, they were killing me and left such a dent in my nose after such a short amount of time. I have not worn these since I bought them. So I went into Nordstrom during the sale looking for some sale sunglasses. I didn't find anything on the sale rack that I love, but I did find a pair of sunglasses that are really lightweight and nose pads are really super comfortable. So let me put these on for you. So these are my new sunglasses. They're lightweight and they sit far enough up on my face. They don't touch my cheeks, so I'm not getting lines like all the way down my nose and all the way on my cheek. So anyway, I just thought those were super cute. They were about half the price of the Tories. And then the last thing I wanted to show you was this top. I have been loving this top this summer. I actually showed you the white version of this top in my summer lookbook, and I've been wearing that one like nonstop. I've worn it in like 3 videos already, and I wear it at least once a week, and I absolutely love it. And I loved it so much that I went back onto the website Loft and bought another one. So this is the cutest top because it's just got this little like crocheted yoke detail in here, and then it's got a little gathering here, so it just has a really beautiful fit. But I love this dark kind of charcoal gray blue color. And then they had a third top that's like a racerback version of this in black, and I bought that one too, and that one's really pretty too. I'll insert a picture of it. But anyway, as usual, Loft was having a sale. I got these for like 40 or 50% off, so I'll link those below. And I think that brings us to the end of our Faves and Fails for this month. So that was everything that I had to show you. I hope you enjoyed the video, found it helpful and informative. If you did, you can give the video a like. You can subscribe to my channel. As always, everybody, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you watching. So have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.